So, you always know those people with those annoying cars that squeal and make all kinds of noise and they're really annoying? Yeah, that's totally me today. Or, well, period. My car, period. So, yeah, just some dude walking outside with a fucking, mask on. Like a rebreather. He's gonna rebreathe his air. In this car should be good. Yeah, my damn car is just like, and everybody's like trying to talk and shit to drive through. My car is just sitting there like, so yeah, that's how I want to start the video off, because I was like, yeah, how about show everybody what I have to fucking put up with all the time. And it's funny, it doesn't squeal when I'm driving, it only squeals when I'm idling, so I don't fucking understand. Maybe my bearing's fucked up or something in one of my pulleys. Regardless, something's fucking up. And on top of that, then on this Friday, I'm gonna buy a carburetor kit and a brand new carburetor for my other car, because I don't talk about my other car very often. Okay, I'm going really slow. Doing 25 and a 35. But, I don't ever talk about my other car because I never drive it. But, I've owned a car since I was 15 and a half. Bought a 1981 Buick Skylark for $800. 51,000 miles on it. Car's brand new. It's carbureted though, old school. But I didn't actually get my license until I was 21. So, obviously the car's sat and everything's sat. But now, for other reasons, for competitions involving subwoofers, I am going to fix it up so I can not waste my money and buy a $500 piece of shit car when I have a car that sits not running. So yeah, that's my plan. Hopefully it gets done. Whether anybody actually cares or not, I got a new sweatshirt. It's like a tannish brown, simply for the fact that I always have sweatshirts that just, I've got a ton of sweatshirts, but the issue is most of them are still pretty nice sweatshirts. There's no need to ruin something that's perfectly good. And for a while there, I did have a lot of extra old ones that were the good ones at one point, but then became the old ones. And I was wearing them to work and ruining them and shit, and because I was doing it, getting so messy at times that I might wear one for a couple months and then do something that just requires me to get extra dirty and messy, and then I do it, and then obviously I fuck my sweatshirt up, or whatever ends up happening, that I decide to stop wearing it, or that it's not wearable anymore. And so you probably, anybody who watches that every day is probably used to seeing the green super softy on the inside camo looking or sweatshirt that I had, because that was a good sweatshirt, but it was the oldest good sweatshirt I owned. So I kind of told myself, well, screw it, I'll just wear this. And it wasn't too bad messy, but it was starting to get a little bit dirty on the inside from me throwing it on, being dirty, my shirt and everything getting dirty, and then throwing it on. It was getting the fur and the hair on the inside to turn black, and I really didn't want to wear it anymore, because I said, it was still a good sweatshirt. So I decided that I would go to Walmart and buy a $10 sweatshirt, and this one was $11. It's thin. I wish it maybe was a little thicker. It's gonna keep me a little warmer, but I'm already thin myself, so thin on thin makes a lot of not very warmth. So today it's not bad. It's 42 degrees out today, so it's obviously I put up with this sweatshirt, but if we end up, which if is not even a word to be said, it's when it happens again and it gets down to 0 or below 0 due to wind chill and shit like that, then the sweatshirt's probably not going to do its job like I hoped it would. But now I have an $11 sweatshirt that if I end up fucking up, it's not like the end of the world. Obviously this is going to last me at least until the end of this winter season, since we got no snow until the second, third day into January, at least here in Ohio. I mean, I know other people got slammed with shit beforehand, but we haven't had really much of anything because, our state, actually, surprisingly enough, is one of the states that happens to get a lot of snow. We average between 3 to 4 feet a year, and this year we haven't even gotten like a foot. I don't even think we've hit 10 inches of snow. So, and I know this year kind of just started, but I mean like this winter season. So even in 2015. So it's pretty impressive, and that's obviously because the El Nino is this year. So since the western coast is getting slammed with water, we are actually not getting any precipitation, which is good. Like, I mean, great for me. I don't like snow, so the less we have to deal with it, the better. And then, like I said, then fortunately, we've also been fortunate with these like 40-some degree days, which, 40 degrees is sad when it's warm, when your body thinks 40 degrees is warm, because another 40 degree hotter is about what our average for our summer is. So it's a big difference, but when you do have cold days and then for 2-3 days straight you have 40, 45 degree weather, it's well worth it. Definitely time to get outside if you haven't been. I go outside all the time anyways, being as I smoke, but most people don't get the opportunity to get outside, so whenever they have these really nice days, you'll find parks are usually packed full of parents and their kids because they think it's that warm kind of thing, so it's a nice day out. I would tell you guys about a little issue that I've found myself I've probably been doing it for a couple months now, but like I haven't had to deal with it, I guess, in public very often, or just I haven't, I don't know, but it's what it is like, for some odd reason I can't not play with my dentures with my tongue. So like, obviously the top denture is solid, and I don't think I used to, like the very first adjustment I had on them, I could still use my tongue to push on the top dentures and pull them down. But now they're solid. I mean, they're, they actually, I have to like grab them and and pop them out at night, which is good. But they seal better that way. But it's more the issue of my bottom dentures are obviously, like I've explained this before, but for somebody who doesn't have dentures or doesn't deal with dentures, it's hard to understand. But my dentures obviously are just going to sit on the bottom flat because of gravity. But if that was the only thing that was to hold my denture down on the bottom, they would come off every time you ate, every time you spoke, they would just flop up. So what they do is they kind of like design it so like if these are the teeth and here is the denture, come down so you can see it, kind of slopes like this in the front, and then your tongue lays on that. So like at all times this much of my tongue is actually laying on the top of the denture, and it's because of that. Normally use your teeth or talking, and your tongue vibrates and bounces up and down in your mouth obviously, and like uses that. Well, that's how like I take my bottom denture out and I instantly start talking funny, is because I don't have anything to bounce my tongue off on the bottom. Holy fucking hell, dude. Somebody seriously just drove by they had to have been doing 80, 90 miles per hour on a 45. Like, dumbasses, this road is not safe. It's full of fucking huge potholes because semi-trucks drive this road every fucking day. So if you got the balls to go that fast, you're fucking crazy. But yeah, so what I'm doing is that, literally that in a heartbeat. So like, It doesn't take very long amount of time for me to eject it up, push it out of my mouth, suck it back in, and get it back in place. Like maybe a second, 2 seconds, a few seconds. You just saw it, but kind of like a snake. I jokingly was like tell people it's like a snake and how a snake sticks his tongue out like really quick. But I just do it with my dentures, just because like I'll be sitting there bored. Or a frog, I guess. Regardless, something sticks its tongue out. But around people I know, my family members, people that obviously have understood and know that I have these dentures and stuff like that, it's not weird. But the more I go out in public, I don't catch myself sometimes. And then, like, I'm dealing with a woman at Burger King, and then she goes to give me my food for some reason. I'm like, really quick. And I don't even think she noticed, but it was still the fact of, like, my brain, I was like, why would you do that? Like, you're just trying to show people. Not that I'm trying to hide my dentures, because obviously I'm not really that shy about them. But at the same time, it's just like, there's still no need to be sticking my teeth out of my mouth and letting people see them. So, that's whatever. But yeah, I'm going to go because it's been 11 minutes and I need to go back to work. So I hope you guys enjoyed. It's Monday. I enjoyed my weekend. I caught up on a little bit of sleep. And, yeah. So, thumbs up would be appreciated. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace out.